Hey everyone, this is the Dr. Chris Radio of Horror YouTube channel, and in honor of Friday the 13th, I thought I'd go over Friday the 13th, the TV series box sets. And by the way, this is of course not a DVD, this is a book. This is Curious Goods, Behind the Scenes of Friday the 13th, this series by Elise Wax, who's been on my show podcast, the Dead TV Podcast, where me and my co-host, Mr. Zeneca, talk about the television series, and it's a excellent guide to the show. There's no pictures or anything, but I'm sorry, there are pictures in here. There's like black and white cast photos and behind the scenes stuff. See. So if you're not familiar with Friday the 13th, the series, this was an attempt to take the Friday the 13th name and market it in a different way other than having a mass serial killer going around hacking, chopping people up. Kind of like in this, right here, the Friday the 13th video game. Alright, so the TV series had Louise Roby, John D. LeMay, and Chris Wiggins, and they were two cousins and a dude who hunted down cursed antique objects week by week by week for 72 episodes. John D. LeMay ran for the first 2 seasons, and then would go on to be in Jason Goes to Hell. He played Steven. So, now, this is the original 3-volume set, which has these really cool covers. Seasons 1, 2, and 3 of the final season. The final season, like the final chapter. Now, the cool thing about these is that they actually list the episodes with descriptions for each one. That's pretty awesome. However, the box set that came out afterwards, if I can get it open, which are basically the same exact type of discs, as you can see, they only list the episodes. And by the way, this whole thing comes out just like that. Sit that right there. Special features. Sales presentation. Ooh, fascinating. How exciting. Episode promos on selected episodes for Season 3. I've noticed on a couple YouTube channels you can find the old broadcasting syndicated episode promos. And watch them there, so you can check them out there. But yeah, so they're basically come in this, like binder thing, which goes right in there. Which, by the way, is completely loose. See, ooh, there's no, they're not clipped in, kind of like these are. As you can see, they have these clips, these little round peg things. So that's it. I hate this cover, but I didn't have these, and I bought this thinking that this would be like a space saver, when in fact I found out afterwards that they basically are the exact same space. So there you go. But that's it. I mean, there's no bonus material really on these other than the promos for the episodes. So that's pretty much it. That's the Friday the 13th box set. There's not much to really talk about with this, the DVDs. You can watch the show. This acts as a great bonus material for the DVDs that we don't actually get. Check it out. It ran for 72 episodes, 3 seasons. I loved it. Again, I'm covering it on the Dead TV Podcast. Me and my co-host, Mr. Zeneca, are currently in season 2. We just had Jim Henshaw on the show, and we're going to have Tom McLaughlin, who directed a couple episodes in Season 2, and then the premiere of Season 3. And he was also the director of Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. So, check that out. Like, subscribe, and comment. I do hope one day maybe this will get a Blu-ray release with some bonus material. The cast is pretty much still alive, with the exception of Chris Wiggins, who unfortunately passed away last year. But the two main leads are still with us. So, but happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Hey, listen, I know the lawsuit's a big pain in the ass, but if you've never seen the show, check it out. I mean, for the most part, most of these episodes are really good. Some are bad, some are really bad. But for the most part, most of the show was fantastic. And it is called Friday the 13th. Or Friday's Curse, depending on what country you're in. Thanks, everyone. Like, subscribe, and comment on the Radio Horror YouTube channel for all the other great stuff that we have here.